The power of trust signals, how to convert more customers with strategic credibility. Trust is the currency of any online business. If you are struggling with low conversion, high cart abandonment, or audience skepticism, your trust signals might be the missing link. Okay, in today's episode, we're going to be breaking down the trust signal implementation framework, which is a strategic approach to building customer confidence at every stage of your buyer's journey. Here's what we're going to cover. We're going to cover the psychology behind online trust and why it's different from in-person interactions, and it definitely is. The key trust elements that boost credibility and drive conversions, and how to strategically place trust signals throughout your marketing funnel, the role of AI in automating and optimizing trust building strategies, and lastly, real world examples of brands using trust signals to skyrocket your sales. Okay. If you want to increase your conversions without relying on hard sell tactics, this episode is going to be a must listen for you. So go ahead, get your notebook, get your pen, tune in now to discover how to trust signals, or how to discover how trust signals can transform your business. Okay, I want to welcome you to the Influence and Growth Mastery podcast, the show where we help CEOs, entrepreneurs simplify, scale, and succeed with strategic delegation and AI-powered automation. I'm your host, Tonya Gossage, and today we're diving into one of those overlooked aspects of online business success. Yes, that is trust signals. Okay, let's be real. 97% of website visitors leave without taking action. That's a massive loss opportunity. But what if I told you that there's a way to subconsciously encourage customers to buy from you without extra marketing spend? The secret lies in trust signals. Yes, the secret lies in trust signals. And honestly, it's not even just about websites. It's about interacting in virtual. It's interacting in person. There's trust signals that can be used to get the customer to buy from you. Okay, so whether you're a coach, you're a consultant, or a business owner, this episode is going to give you some step-by-step framework to implement trust signals that drive conversions. Are you ready to get started? Okay, let's dive in. But first, let's talk about why trust is different online rather than in real life. In person, we rely upon body language, right? We rely upon eye contact, the tone of voice, our movement, those types of things. But online, people rely upon the visual aspects, visual, contextual trust signals, things like our reviews, security badges, consistent branding, the marketing that we do. All of those types of things are what people have to look out for to determine whether or not they're going to trust us. So that's when it comes to the website. So here's a simple thing to think about. Trust is like a bank account. Positive experiences equals deposit trust, while negative experiences equals a withdrawal. Does that make sense? So just like a bank account, a major withdrawal is like a very poor customer experience or a lack of credibility, which can bankrupt your relationships with your audience. So you've got to be careful about what you're doing online, what you're saying online. Are you sending mixed signals? Are you using different branding colors, different fonts, all of those types of things? So that's why integrating trust signals is so powerful. Okay, let's walk through how each stage, how to use, I am so sorry. Let me start over there. That's why I get tongue tied. I have my retainer in and it causes me to get tongue tied. But that's why integrating trust signals is so powerful. We're going to walk through how to use them at each stage of the customer's journey. So, and that's the buyer's journey. So the awareness stage, that's the first impression, which always matters, whether it's online or it's in person. At this stage, people are just discovering us, right? So we need to establish instant credibility. How do we do that? Well, we show our industry awards and certifications that we have. I just recently did a post where I won a community support award. I won the local business of the year award. Those are showing things to start establishing credibility in the areas where I'm local, even to my audience that is not local, trying to create that credibility there. You want to feature media mentions that you get, display security badges that you have. You want to maintain a very professional, high quality website. And here's a tip. Placing trust badges above the fold on your website so that visitors can see them immediately is going to draw their eye to that. So just a tip there. If you're going to put trust badges, do them above the fold. Okay, the second thing is to consider the consideration stage. That's where we're building reliability and expertise. So now your audience is considering whether or not they can trust you. And here's what works. Using case studies and testimonials, they're so critical today. I have struggled over the years in asking for reviews, testimonials, and I'm trying to get better at that. But people literally read those things. I don't purchase things without reading a review, a testimonial. Case studies, maybe not so much, but reviews and testimonials, I read those religiously. Performance data, I'm going to mute this. Performance data, not muted, I'm going to turn it down because it might mute my podcast. Performance data and success metrics, and then industry specific certifications. What types of certifications have you received? You might want to place those on your website. Educational content, blogs, webinars, reports, all of those types of things that you've done helps create a know, like, and trust factor. It gives people an opportunity to see the type of work that you do. Another tip here is to personalize your testimonials based upon visitor industry. If they're a coach, show testimonial. If you're a coach, show testimonials that are from other coaches. All right. The third thing is the decision stage, reducing purchase anxiety. At this point, people are typically ready to buy, but they might still be a little bit hesitant. And so you want to remove the friction that they have. And so some of the ways that you can do that, which is very important to me, is the security and having the security of the payment provider badges, such as Visa, PayPal, MasterCard, American Express, showing those there on the website, and the security key or lock showing that process is a secure process so that there's not a chance of the card being compromised. And then money back guarantees. What are the money back guarantees, if there are any? And if there's not, explain why there's not a money back guarantee. And then having an option for live chat or a direct support option. There's some people who may be in the process and have a problem. There's been times that I have gone through the process of trying to process the card and the computer glitch out or whatever, and you don't know whether the payment processed or didn't process. And so you're almost in a panic mode, and you need a way to chat with the individual or the company, not individual, but the company, to figure out what happened. Or they may have an order bump or a bonus or something along that line. And you're trying to decide whether or not to make that purchase. You go past it, you don't, but then you see some reason why you should have after you didn't, and then you can't get back and you want to do it. That's happened to me before. And so I've had to use the live chat or the direct support option to then say, I messed up. I wanted to get that and now it's too late. Can you help me? And so those are reasons to have those options there. But sometimes putting those directly next to the checkout button increases your conversions. So those are just some things for you to think about. Then there's the AI powered trust signals that take you through the implementation process. So as a strategist, a business strategist myself, there's times where I take a look at where AI can support the implementation process. What can AI do to help simplify support or the implementation? And so how can you use AI to optimize your trust signals? And so there's a few ways that I wanted to share that you can use it. And so there's dynamic trust signals. AI can personalize trust elements based upon your visitor's behavior. So, for example, you can show case studies that match the visitor's industry. So that would be one way that you could do it. And then you could have real-time social proof. AI can display recent purchases that have been made. You've seen that down in the bottom left-hand corner typically. Maybe it's on the right-hand corner, but typically I see it on the left-hand corner where they're displaying, Tonya just recently purchased, so-and-so just recently bought, or whatever their little real-time bot is saying that so-and-so just recently purchased. That's giving you social proof that people are buying right then and there those particular products. Another one is live visitor counts and other types of levels of things that people are doing there on the site. Another one is, automated customer support. Chatbots powered by AI can provide instant reassurance, answering trust related questions in real time. I just met with somebody in a networking meeting this morning who offered that particular service. And then interesting enough, that talking about this is that someone put in my networking group, my Alignable networking group, a question about this very same thing. And they were asking about what could a chatbot that offered this service do for various industries. And I said, well, in my opinion, for any industry that put this in place, it would increase the level of the customer experience. And so for anybody that has an opportunity to put in, an answering system or chatbots that could answer questions in real time, it would definitely increase the experience for our clients. And then AI powered testimonials, tools like ChatGPT, there's others that can analyze customer reviews and highlight those that are most persuasive for your audience. And then, you could do A/B testing to determine, the best trust signal placement for conversions. And then measuring optimization for your trust signals. Trust is not a set it and forget it. You need to track its effectiveness. You can't always just think that everybody that comes to your site is going to trust everything that's there. There are metrics that you have to monitor, and you need to monitor it on a consistent basis. For example, conversion rate changes. Are there more people completing purchases? Is there cart abandonment things taking place? Did trust signals reduce drop off rates? Or what's the time on the site and the bounce rate? Are visitors staying longer? Or are they not staying long at all? What's going on? Is there a disconnect there? And those are things that you're going to want to address. And so trust badge interactions, are people clicking? If they're clickable, are they clicking on them to see what those certifications are, or to verify anything? And then again, finally, it always comes back to testing different placements. Do you have them in the right place? If you move them closer to the checkout, does that get you any better conversions? The smallest adjustments can make a big impact. It's all about testing and seeing what works. And then, time could even change those things. So you consistently have to be looking at these things and make a determination as to whether you're optimizing your site. Trust is your most valuable asset in your business. Whether you're doing business online, you're doing business in person, you're doing business in a virtual event. Today, I've done 5 networking events, and I have to tell you that it's amazing at the trust that you can build by just getting in the room with the right people, and then having the right moderator in the group can do you wonders. If you can get in a group long enough and get to know the moderator can call you out, whether it's asking you why you're smiling, why are you happy, what did you learn from that last 7-minute conversation. By calling you out frequently like that in meeting after meeting, that builds that know, like, and trust you factor amongst the other people that continuously attend those meetings. And then people want to get to know you because the moderator is always calling on you. So I can't tell you how easy, number one, it is to build the know, like, and trust you factor. Number two, how easy it is to get into these meetings and just be, this word is overused, but I say it all the time. I've said it for years, and now it's a word that's used just way too much. But if you can be authentically you, and just genuinely try to help people and create value, people will naturally be drawn to you. And people that you meet today will come back to you 6 months, 12 months, 24 months down the road. I can tell you that will happen because that has happened to me. It has seemed like that it's taken, which I took a sabbatical because my dad was ill for almost 18 months, and it seemed like things just weren't happening. But then all of a sudden things have taken off, and people are coming back to me that I met 2 years ago. And you just have to stay consistent, and you have to constantly look at your numbers, look at your metrics, stay consistent on social media, and just continue to do what you know is right. You will have people who don't believe in you. You will have people who think you're doing the wrong thing, but you have to go with your gut. You have to go with what you know is right and just keep fighting the good fight and just don't give up. But just stay focused and know that trust is your most valuable asset in your business. And the good news is, get ready, write this down. The good news is that you can engineer trust intentionally through strategic signals. And if today's episode has resonated with you at all, I would love to know that. Whether you reach out to me through LinkedIn, Alignable, Facebook, in the comments of this podcast, it doesn't matter. Just reach out and let me know, because my ultimate goal is to uh, to help you simplify things, to help you scale, to help you succeed in whatever your life's dream is in running your business. But I want you to at least implement one trust signal from today's episode. I also would like for you to share with a fellow entrepreneur who needs better conversions. Either share a tip with them or share this podcast with them. Connect with me again on LinkedIn or Alignable for more trust building strategies. I would love to have a conversation with you. But thanks for tuning in to Influence and Growth Mastery podcast. I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate you being a consistent listener and subscriber to the podcast. And until next time, keep building your influence and scaling with confidence. I love you guys, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.